was like, "Ooh, that's interesting. How is this gonna go?"
Right, yeah. So I've only just noticed that now, taking a look, standing in things, unless he's a. Oh well, of course they were searching for fifth for a while, so maybe trialing him in that spot.
Perhaps.
It's caught me by surprise. He was always the best player for endpoint, though, in my opinion. Back in that old lineup, he didn't. He kind of stood out a little bit, and well, I mean, I didn't see a lot of the maybe top 4 of them in that lineup, but he was definitely a standout player for me. Looking at him in this lineup, this could be promising. This is definitely one of the best chances that he's gonna have. Really gel with a really high level team. And I suppose this is a position NoChance find themselves in because they have no organization to back them, so they have no funding. So what they're living on right now is just tournament earnings, right, and past earnings. So that's why we've seen so many rotations in the lineup back from when Ratifaction left, and then we've cycled through multiple players since then. Where, you know, everybody can sit together in good faith and say, hey, look, this is a great lineup, this is going to be great, we're going to win tournaments, but you don't get financial backing, you don't have salaried players, people are going to go because when players stand out, another team's going to come along, they're going to offer them that full-time salary, and
Yeah, and
friendship
of
only
course,
gets you so
without
far.
a bio,
Exactly,
as well.
yeah, for
Stress.
sure.
But we're into the action, Mitch. It's going to be an exciting one, as we said. Super Yumi starting off on the CT side. NoChance on the offense, and we can see that it is actually going to be a fight straight over towards Ivy. Zart able to find 2 terrorists emerging from the smoke. Spatman Drew manages to take down Crystal as well. And suddenly it's all left on Sticko. 1 versus 4. Certainly not ideal. We'll be able to, I guess, get off a few shots before just being taken down immediately by Arvid. 1-0 and a very quick pistol round coming in.
Someone's saying in chat, can you increase the caster volume? Who? There's 2 of us. Depends which one you want. Or are you talking overall in terms of game? Well, let me know. I'll fix that. I'm producing. I'm a noob producer. So
Do I sound a bit better now, Mitch?
Oh, Dean, you sound beautiful.
Do I sound a lot better?
Yeah. No, it's good. It's Gucci. I think it might have been me as well. I think I was sitting kind of far back from the microphone. So hopefully that's good. Game volume might be balanced. We'll see. Let me know. 1-0. Look, Super Yumi coming into this series as definitely the underdogs. NoChance have been performing at a pretty high level, higher than Super Yumi as of late. With a new stand-in, though, or the new trial, or whatever we're going to call him, Thomas being in there, I'm curious to see how that fits in this lineup. And as we see a push coming, oh my god, okay, that's a P90 coming out, Yampy. I've not seen that weapon in use in competitive play at this level for quite a while. I'm excited. I like that. That's a nice skin as well. Lele. Oh, Karen's lucky to find that in the air. So we're coming into train, right? Map pick of Super Yumi, and from what I recall from them a while back, slightly different lineup. I think they were a really good train team. It's probably going to maintain its course. I already see the scopes coming out there. Scout was in play. Sadly, just had it in his hands, but he's dropped it. Wants to take the AUG instead. The buy isn't that good, though, for Super Yumi, all things considered. Luckily, they have still got 1 round to farm a little bit of money. There's NoChance are now just on the base pistols without, upgraded pistols for the most part, without any armor. So this allows those SMGs, the P90, the MP9, to really get their money's worth.
Yeah, that's certainly the hope. The P90 of course, doesn't actually get a loss bonus boost. It's standard $300. It is the only SMG that has an exception. But yeah, there's still a good opportunity, of course, as you said, for Karn to build up money, for them to try and keep all these rifles in play, ideally. Keep this round as clean as possible, but for the moment, NoChance. They're taking their time. It's 1 dig, a couple P250s, or rather, actually, a few P250s. And they would, I'm sure, really like a bomb plant to go down. Their buy will be decent in this next round no matter what, because Michael Lele has nearly 4,000, so he's going to get the op out quite easily. But as they begin to push over towards B, a couple of frags come true in favor of Super Yumi. And it looks like it's probably going to continue to go in that way, because it's actually the bomb now to be dropped towards upper, initially rather, in the hands of Thomas. Leaving it all on Crystal, 1 on 5, 40 seconds remaining, just the P250. not really much expected of him now in this. It's likely he goes down rather without really being able to find anything, but maybe there's an opportunity. Karn going up the ladder. He tries to jump around with the Zeus, but won't be successful. Not able to get close enough.
No, not able to get anywhere near it as it's 3-0. Super Yimmy walking away with an early on lead on the CT side, but got to be careful. There's some dangerous ground to be walking on. They've got some mixed weapons, certainly some economy in the back pocket. But one thing they've got to consider, that NoChance aren't in a bad spot. 3-0 down is fine to take early on. Oh, this push coming through is dangerous. Karn actually wins that fight. Makes it away without the trade. Crystal closes the distance eventually, and the Molotov means his teammates couldn't come to help. Ollie doesn't extend quite far enough to catch Yampy out and do any damage. But he's still going to be sat behind that corner, which does make things very difficult because as the peak goes in, when Crystal gets into a long-range engagement, he's just not going to expect another player to be there. Yampy under the protection of that smoke. I think it probably was meant to go a little bit further, but it caught the lip of the doorway. He will still be able to catch them emerging from the smoke, though. If Crystal goes forward. Bomb still towards T-spawn, and a smoke being set up towards that A-bomb site. But it does look like they're favoring B at the moment, pushing out of upper after dragging rotations. Crystal dies to a push in Ivy. Thomas luckily able to trade back and keep things over, not looking too bad. Okay, I thought he was going to die there. On 5 HP, he wins the fight against Arvid with a wall bang. And we're into a 2v2. Low HP on Thomas. Like I said, just 5, but they don't know where he is, so he could catch one by surprise and get a kill on the board. Zard is heard pushing up Yellow Train towards that bomb site. Thomas is going to go for a flank. He's got the angle. Yampy's down. Thomas with a 3-piece. Zard will finish him off, but has to find the final Micah Lele with an AWP. He's thinking about pushing through this smoke. That is risky. It might work out timing-wise. Zard jumps up on top of the train, and in the air, Micah Lele finds him. I think that was a no-scope. And 3-1. NoChance win at the first buy round, but boy oh boy was it close. And now Super Yimmy gonna have a full buy, but it's not gonna be as bad as last time. They came into the previous round, of course, with some SMGs in play. Now I think it'll just be the FAMAS on Arvid that's the only deficit.
Yeah, massive round by Thomas right there to actually bring his team over the finish line in the opening round, or the opening gun round rather. There's a frag in this one to kick things off. It's Micah Lele with the wall bang. Yampy goes down. And that is one way to start things off here. Not ideal. Again, there was the full buy from Super Yimmy, but Yampy goes down early on. It's a 4-on-5 now. And that is, it's going to be a tough one for them to recover from. I guess the positive is, of course, there is still a couple of weaker weapons for NoChance. A Mac-10 and a Deagle then in the hands of Crystal.
He's only had an AWP for 2 rounds, and he's done that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's pretty common.
It is. It's common to see it happening, but hitting this early on, round number 5, that's unusual. Zen's all the way up behind them. Don't get a knife. He's going to get a knife. He's gone for the Mac-10 kill. I thought he was going to knife him. I was almost sure of it, Dean.
As was I. I mean, maybe he just wanted to play it safe. His teammates were pushing forward. Could have risked them going down. Who knows? Crystal even able to find one on the Deagle, actually catching the main aggression, so pretty quickly brought into a 5-on-2. Karn and Arvid at this point, the only thing they can really do is save. It's the only option that they do have. And even with that, they probably are going to be looking at an eco in this next round alongside these 2 saved weapons if they can bring them over. So NoChance in a good position, looking to likely equalize the scoreline at 3-3 early on.
And there you go, NoChance with another round on the board. They're going to be feeling good on 3-2 early on, building up those T-side rounds. It's unusual to see Crystal take out the AWP. That's for sure. Here's that replay of the first shot. Boom. Goodbye, Yampy. You've enjoyed your time with us. And we'll see what's going to go down on the CT side now for a buy. Because saving over those weapons, it is certainly tempting to go for a force buy. And it looks like that's what they want. A second scope coming out. This time a scout, though. As they sadly could not afford an AWP. Zart on... Oh my god. Zaddy down to 9 HP already. Michael Lele getting the work done again towards Connector. This time he actually had a sight line at least. But yeah, you've got Zard on a Deagle and a UMP on Arvid. So it's not the best of buys, with Zard going down low early on as well. Things could certainly get better. Arvid dodges the nade, still sitting in towards Pop Dogs, retakes that control very quickly. And for Super Yumi at this point, they need to win the opening duel, and I'd almost say convincingly, because even a retake would be very, very difficult, especially if B is taken, especially if A is taken rather. You'll probably see some players fall back because the AWP on Yampi is almost essential to save with the economy that's in play at the moment. If they lose a bomb site, I doubt we'll see a retake, especially with low HP on Sadi and Zart. Time is running low though. NoChance need to make a move, or they risk being caught off guard by the time that bomb is dropped in main, for example. They'll have very little time to make their way from Ivy over to get it.
Yeah, that certainly could be an issue, but just as you say that, Thomas is able to open things up. A trade from Zart, but it may not be enough, especially as we do also see Crystal coming back with one on Sadi. Even Arvid and Yampi. Now, Arvid in a decent position, actually trying to creep out his Pop Dog smoke. Michael Ele, though, I believe, posted up. Sure, he doesn't get the kill, but he at least finds the info. We do see Arvid taking one in the meantime. He actually did deny the bomb from being planted, but a quick trade either way does go ahead and confirm the round in favor of NoChance, of course. And again, we do see Super Yumi now looking at an eco. Pistols maybe to be upgraded, a bit of utility perhaps, but I wouldn't expect too much overall, and it's likely going to be NoChance going ahead and claiming themselves the lead here early on the T side of train.
Super Yumi not going to have a good time at all in this round. 1 or 2 kills would be nice. Oh, a little bit of lag on the restream there. Feed, I should say. As Sadi tries to win it out with a CZ. Just find a rifle, get out of here. But doesn't manage anything. Sticko down to 16, but it doesn't matter at all. He's going to bring that weapon forward, and those are the kind of rounds you want to just hit fast forward on. Nice shots hit by Sticko, but it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. And when you come in with nothing to work with, really you're trying to save a weapon over. You kind of see why Valve made the economy changes, so we get less of those and more of these kind of rounds, the hyper-competitive ones. Weapons for every single player, lots of utility! Great shot by Michael Ele. He was blind, dabbing on Sadi as he took him down. And now Yampi's feeling pretty sad as he is going to have to hold down this B bomb site by himself with an AWP long range, no money in the bank. One smoke, he's countered, bomb planted, and then it would be a very awkward spot for the CTs because the retake would be next to impossible. He's playing a risky game, standing up on top of the train, looking for a player, boosting up. I mean, he has no sight on heaven or lower where they can just walk out and kill him. But presumably, he is backed off. You can see on the minimap. Zen getting in a little bit of trouble, down to 3 HP. Oh, it's dangerous. There's the nade. The Kobe takes him down. Zen's out of play. But the B-bomb side is too, as that's going to be seized control of. A 4 versus 3 emerges, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Super Yumi saving. But even at that, it's going to be very hard. Okay, Zard finds a kill. Now it's not a save situation. Now they should go for this. Stats work out for them in this situation. They've still got time. Zard spots the head, but doesn't find the kill. Thomas again finding frags to maintain this B control.
Yeah, he's been playing great so far in this match. Has had impact whenever it's needed, been able to step up and bring them over the finish line in some of these gun rounds, rather. As Arvid and Karn are left in a very difficult retake. As I say that, though, Karn actually is able to take down Thomas. I was going to say Arvid may have an opportunity above the smoke to perhaps drop Crystal, who is walking down the ramp, but as you can see with the time already ticking away, they realize there's not much that can be done and do just begin to fall back off. 2 weapons will be saved, but at this point, no NoChance, having picked up 5 rounds in a row, are really beginning to take control of this game early on. You can see Thomas is actually the frag leader. Only 8 frags, 6 deaths, but he does have 91 ADR again, a lot of impact.
Super Yumi have one of the better chances now to really claim a round. The AWP in play for Yampy. Their utility has been eaten down very quickly though. 30 seconds left. Or 30 seconds into the game, into the round rather. Not 30 seconds left. I've only got 3 smokes to play with on the CT side. Make that 2. So, no chance at this point. 5 rounds on the board. They're looking pretty good, taking into consideration the fact that this is Super Yumi's map pick as well. I'm sure we'll probably see a decent T side from them, but all things considered, this should be a fairly difficult spot for them to come back from, especially if they lose this round. 1 kill on the board already, but Yampy's already gone down low with the AWP up on top of the green train, spotted out and taken out. Zart is gone. Yampy lands another though with that op. Cautious of Ivy. Crystal's able to find a kill towards the CT angle. He spotted out Yampy as well with the AWP. I'm not sure if he actually noticed. It looks like it with the Molotov going down. Swings out. Knows Yampy was going to be on the move away from that molly. Michael takes Karn. And now it's possible. Sadi might catch Crystal off guard. And indeed he does. Dropping him and leaving Michael to clutch it out. The bomb will be a fake planted. Michael not going to hear the steps of Sadi as he now begins a shift walk. And there's no way he suspects him to be in connector already. Push coming in. Michael jump spotting. Smoke out. He makes it away alive. Unscathed. Misses the shot. What is this? He just no-scoped him. 6-3. What was that? What was that 1v1?
I don't know. I honestly thought he was dead 100%. He was standing in the open. Some shots were whiffed. He's able to get in a good position. Misses the shot and then just peeks again and gets the no-scope headshot. I mean, okay. 6-3. That's all that can be said, Mitch. That's pretty heartbreaking for Super Yumi, to be honest. A round that they did very much need. Oh, and Stiko blinded up, gets Karn. That's not a good start into this round either for them.
Zart's going down low here, but Yampy's on the flank. He's got a deagle, 1 kill. They haven't spotted that he's there. Eventually they do. Crystal's down low, though. A 1 hit. He's able to make it out of there. Yampy left alive in a 1v3. Low HP on 2 players. There's a lot of potential. But with no kid in play, his best chance here is just to save a weapon, whatever he can get his hands on, really. Making his way in towards CT. Got to be careful. Zen's up close. Zen's watching this. 29 HP on the board. It's a very easy kill, but there's no way he checks that angle.
Yeah, not too common of an angle, to be fair. 7-3 though. Super Yumi, after having a pretty solid start, it really struggled since the guns have come out. You know what I was expecting. I did feel like NoChance, of course, are the favorites coming into this one, but having a kind of, I guess, I don't know how to put it, inconsistent roster in general with so many changes, etc. coming in. I was a little bit worried. I honestly thought Super Yumi, having been a stable core for quite a long time at this point, would be able to put up a solid performance. But so far here on Train, it's been a real struggle. And this is, of course, the map choice of Super Yumi. There's Dust 2 coming up next, the map choice rather of NoChance, and then if needed, Mirage is the decider. There's certainly some worry to be had.
There is certainly a lot of worry to be had. That's one way to put it. Molotov's going over as NoChance to execute the B bomb site. Never mind the next map. Super Yumi going to be focused on now, and Crystal makes a bit of a miscalculation. Walks on through that smoke. Back turned and taken down by Sadi. Now into a 3 versus 5. NoChance looking the worst they have yet in post-plant situations. Super Yumi have the potential to get this on the board. No utility really left to play with. 1 Molotov actually on Arvid, so we can at least cut off either heaven or lower. Drops it towards the gray train, pushing Thomas out in position, but he's still able to find 1. The lag, no! The timing for the lag is terrible. Zen's able to find just 1, but the flank is too good. He actually found 2, never mind. The flank was too good, it was too powerful, too strong, and it's going to be 7-4. Seems to be a couple of issues with the clean feed server now. Yeah, are you still getting that every now and then, Dean?
I didn't have that one, but I have had other ones during the game.
It's a weird one.
It is a little bit. I don't think we've had those issues before. We had points where it completely went down, but I don't think there was ever moments where it would just randomly skip a point or freeze. But yeah, good pick up there in that round for Super Yumi, able to keep 2 players alive. It certainly could have been better. The problem is, of course, NoChance had built up a very, very solid economy for themselves, so they're not going to struggle to buy in this round nor the next. So it does have to be a real pickup and pace at this point for Super Yumi if they want to make this a strong half. Apologies. But yeah, standard default that seems to kick things off for NoChance. Michaelele again on the op as you would expect. And over on the CT side, it's Zart and Yampi. A double up setup in play. Oh, Zart, I believe, actually did spot that a little bit. Able to find Michaelele when he peeks out. It's the secondary op as well elsewhere to go ahead and chime in. Or the other way around, Yampi being the primary, but a nice find either way.
Second up. Comes into play. So, second kill. NoChance behind. They've already got 7 rounds on the board, but so everything from this point forward is a big bonus for them. But Super Yumi starting to come back into it on the CT side. Considering this is their map pick, I want to see them having a pretty strong performance here, especially as underdogs coming into the series. Helps to build confidence if not only you win your map pick, but it looks pretty convincing for you. Zart takes down Thomas. And indeed follows it up with a second, third in the round to bring it 5-7. But a 2-round gap. Here's where things get a rolling. Super Yumi are starting to build up some money, but it's not quite there yet. A loss in this round will still hurt them. The potential for a 9-6 half is pretty much there. NoChance have the money, but they've invested it all into this round, more or less. Peak coming in from Michaelele early on. He's been so good at finding the opening jewels so far, but not this time. Of course, back with the Molotov. Nobody's going to be pushing down the ramp just yet. You can see Sadie making his way back towards the gray train. Nade goes through. Michaelele takes him down, though, in the process. The spam from Karn doesn't find a kill either. Yampi's the one to open it up. Sticko just about escapes. He knows that op's about to peak, but he gets caught in the open. Couldn't make it to cover in time. Back to a 3v3 with Thomas low HP. And again, it's going to be the flank that makes the difference. Arvid coming up behind, catches Crystal off guard, drops him, puts it into a 3v2, and now NoChance have a very big comeback to make, but they've got a flank of their own coming in.
Yeah, Zen left all alone, though not really much that can be done. The bomb is slowly ticking away. But I don't think he's really going to be able to do much about it now as they do eventually hop onto it. He was hoping, I guess, that they wouldn't get on it, but they're going to do so in the end. It's inevitable. They aren't going to just let the round go. And, of course, the only positive there for Zen is that he's allowed to carry over the AK. And, of course, with the bomb having actually gone down, he does get loss bonus. So, if needed, he would have been able to have actually dropped over. But that's not even needed. There's still a decent economy available for NoChance. At this point, loss bonus building up. The bomb plant as well going down. They should be okay to buy for the rest of this half, pretty much as they come on towards the full loss bonus. But if they weren't to get a bomb plant in this one, then maybe Thomas, I guess, would be a little bit low. But yeah, good recovery so far from Super Yumi. Will they be able to bring it up to 8? That's their goal at this point, of course.
There's Sticko gone by the wayside. Early pick from Yampi getting aggressive on B. Not something we've seen successfully happen before. Zart gets lit down. That was a risky peek. That a little bit too wide. Thought the player was still back towards the T side of Ivy. And NoChance gaining a little bit of map control, but it has cost them. Although the damage is done, the players are still up and running. They can still find kills on the board, even with low HP. NoChance not yet making progress towards a bomb site. They are starting to push down B, faking out their presence there. As Yampi holds down with an AWP, Thomas is in a lot of trouble. He's playing anti-flash right now. The smoke's about to dissipate, though, and that's where things get very scary for him. Running up against this AWP player. Molly goes in, doesn't find anything, gives away his position, though. Now Thomas is ready for it, takes him down. It's a trade, but that might be enough. It should drag over the CTs towards this angle. Arvid's been left unchecked. Found one, but traded back by Crystal with a nade in his hand, jumping across. He's eliminated, and it's all onto Crystal. 1 versus 3 as Michaelele falls. The bomb is down and 20 seconds on the clock. This will be the end. Shot in the back by Sadie.
Yeah, good recovery from Super Yumi now. They brought it back up to 7. Again, they have a good opportunity for the 8 to actually come in, as Dubai isn't perfect in this round for NoChance. But it's decent enough. And either way, of course, already having 7 rounds on that D side is a pretty solid showing overall. But again, this is the map choice of Super Yumi as well. So the fact that they are beginning to now kind of pick it up here on the CT side is definitely a good sign heading into the second half. Let's see, will they be able to close it out here and actually take themselves a lead at the halftime or not? That's kind of the main question at the moment. Run boost being prepared over towards Ivy. Only a Tech 9 for Crystal, so not the best weapon. Not really much it could be done. If he had an op, maybe a peek could have come in with it. Zark for now just going to smoke it off. Being flashed himself does force him back off the angle alongside a smoke going down for NoChance to actually try and cover some ground.
And NoChance would be served well by getting an extra round on the board here. But it would just be a bonus. I mean, they've already found more than enough. Push coming through. Karn! Oh, lines them up. It doesn't find the kill, despite low HP on a couple of players. It's eventually trade it back. Now things look good for Super Yumi, with the damage already done. With Thomas, he should be an easy drop to make. Maybe not. All of a sudden, Michaelele, Sticko, Thomas, everybody's getting kills on the board. Yampi does find one. That's the bomb dropped with an AWP. He spotted one as well. He knows Zen is towards Ivy. Spotted him jumping out. Great shot onto Thomas. It's all on Zen. He's got to pull this off. Yampi looking for the 3rd kill to finish off the round. He's cautious on top of the train. The timing is terrible. He takes out the Deagle at just the wrong moment, but he still hits the shot, Dean. 8-7. What a comeback by Super Yumi to get those rounds on the board. And what a 1v3. Dropping the bomb, finding this kill onto the bomb site player with Thomas. And then even after the timing caught him off guard, he gets that flick to finish it off.
Yeah, it was a crazy showing right there from Yampi to save the round. After 7 rounds in a row, we end up seeing actually 5 going in a row for Super Yumi. NoChance, they really kind of fell off. They really plateaued there on that T side. And it really does actually make me a little bit worried now going into the second half. If we see the pistol going in favor of Super Yumi, they could really run away with the momentum that they currently have going in their favor. Worth noting, again, that Thomas is having a pretty solid performance, as is everyone. There's no one really trailing too far behind.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Super Yumi and NoChance. 8-7 at halftime. Super Yumi now going over to their T side. Generally a place that they find a lot of success on. This is their map pick. It's their comfort zone, but NoChance are feeling pretty good right now. They're having a fairly good performance with 7 rounds up on the T side, but towards the last 5, they really lost all of their momentum. Let's see if that's going to carry over to half number 2, as the pistols are in their hands. The USPs find an opening duel, a 2nd and a 3rd, over on that B bomb site. The Glocks not having any success, and it looks like this is going to be a very swift 8-8 equalizer for NoChance.
Indeed it is. Quick indeed. Thomas with 2 kills on that behold alongside Zen, who also had a double. Yeah, a solid defense in general. No bomb plant, of course, going down for Super Yumi means they probably are just going to go ahead and take the eco and buy into this next round. And you do see that it's a pretty safe investment overall from NoChance. They have the 3 rifles in play, 2 of them being AUGs and M4. Then they have a UMP, which could still be useful in this next round up against the rifles. And then Crystal on the MP9. He can try and build up a bit of money with that. That's kind of course, Sticko with his UMP. But yeah, you can see that they're expecting the eco to come in this round. Otherwise, you would normally put that upper on an SMG to build up money. Oh, here we go. Trying to commit down B. It is actually only Yampi who goes. Michaelele able to take him down very, very easily. Sticko able to find a frag over towards A main on the UMP. Tags up Karn a little bit as well. It does look like NoChance are going to have a relatively easy time here. Already having that 5-on-3 advantage, of course.
Yeah, the 5-on-3 certainly helps things out. On the CT side, those advantages are invaluable. It means that you can have those thinner setups and not really worry too much about the push coming in because you still have a pretty decent advantage. You can see there's 3 players in this bomb site with only 2 to be pushing it. Oh, excuse me, to be pushing in. Sticko comes up behind as well on the flank. It's expected, though. That's exactly what Super Union were hoping for. Remember, in a round like that, all you're really looking for is damage to the other team's economy and to avoid dying to SMGs. While you were fixing your tech issues earlier, Dean, I was just saying how, like, in a round like that, it was over on Mirage, you're looking for, firstly, to avoid dying to SMGs is like objective number 1. Objective number 2 is to find yourself the, like 2 to 3 kills and maybe a bomb plant. A bomb plant, kind of ideally, a couple of kills. And a round win is super rare. Like, it's a 1% kind of chance. It's like ordering a chocolate bar from a vending machine and getting 2.
I think that might be even rarer because winning eco rounds happen fairly often.
Full ecos, though, when you got full Glocks?
I mean, relatively often, once every few games.
I've gotten things from a vending machine pretty often as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you do eat a lot, so that makes sense.
That is true.
Ooh, Karn, he's eating well today, though. Able to take down Crystal. Does take a lot of damage himself, though, and actually Zart was also tagged up in the process, so even with the 1-for-1 trade coming in, we would say I'd normally favor the T side. Not so much in this position.
There's Sticko going down a little bit too aggressive. That's going to cause some problems. Push comes through. Karn and Sadie both drop. Thomas manages just enough to keep his team ahead as Michael Lele trades and then does even more with a second kill on the board. 10-8 comes through. And NoChance are looking good. How many people think you're saying Karen? It's beautiful.
Karen. Oh, Karen took the kids.
But she left the fridge full. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah. I'm saying Karen. It's just my accent when I say it quickly. Apologies, guys. You know, Irish accent. And also my mic is being really beachy at the moment. I said beachy. It's like a beach. So I didn't technically curse. But yeah, Nico coming in from Super Yumi anyway. This should be an easy enough one for NoChance again. They are looking to try and build up as much money as possible, not being able to take those previous rounds as cleanly as they would have hoped, of course.
Stacking up outside B here. Okay, opening kill for Sadie isn't too bad in Ivy. The weapon's irretrievable, though. Unfortunately. Malheureusement. But to be honest, that kill's actually quite impactful. You see the rotation, it drags around from B. It leaves only Michael Lele to hold down on B with an AWP long range. Considering the fact that there's 2 smokes as well to come through. This is really good. He won't be able to get much done. That Molotov should slow them down, but they weren't even looking to push on the back of that. This is somewhat of a fake, which is surprising considering they're all here. Idea, I guess, make this, like, let the smoke fade, then push, but you're already throwing smokes. I don't know. That was a weird early smoke towards lower. But let's ignore it. They push down, lose 1 player, but they should get a bomb plant now, which, unless Michael Lele spam through that smoke, would come through 100%. Okay. Good night, Thomas. 3v3. This is still winnable. They have to push into close range angles now, where the pistols can really make things work.
Yeah, this really could become awkward. As I got to say that, though, Michael Lele is able to find one. Zen pushes up. What the hell? He gets wrecked, as does Sticko in the meantime. That leaves it all on Michael Lele now. An op in his hands. 5 HP onto Arvid. He gets finished off by the op. If it was the other way around, it would have been better. But there is no Kevlar for a start. The problem is bomb already ticking away. Michael Lele pretty much needs to get on it right now. And he's not going to be able. Zart wants the knife. It's not happening. It's Michael Lele who finds the kill with the stabby. But not in time for the defuse.
That was a Very messy round. Super Yimmy are able to walk away with the victory. The bomb plant. I mean, that's incredible. Honestly incredible. The fact that they drag the rotation over towards A, they find themselves up just against one op. The problem for me, though, is they dropped the smoke towards lower. They sat there for like 10 seconds, and then they threw smokes again. That's not long enough for it to be a fake, because for all they know, you've already crossed to the site. I don't get that part of the strategy, but hey, it worked out in the end. Even though they lost a player on the push, they still managed to walk away with the victory. That whiff from Zen on the bomb site really cost them a lot. They've got a hero op coming out on Zen with armor and util. The rest of the team eco, I'm not too sure what that's about. And obviously taking SMG, I suppose, in the next round. Finds the opening kill. He's going back for more. He's posted up on. Eventually makes the right decision and decides to fall back. Let his teammates play this bomb site with him and the AWP. Problem is the rotation comes around from Super Yumi, who will no longer commit towards that better site for the CTs, the better holds. What's Zart doing? He just pushing down. He knows that there was a CZ there. That's so risky with the bomb and an op.
Yeah, no, that was the ballsiest thing I've seen all day. And I was looking at Alu's Twitter. Oh, what the hell? We just did a nice little third-person view of Sadie killing Arvid. Thomas taking down Sadie. Trades just coming back continuously, and eventually Zart falls. Whew. Yeah, absolutely wrecked.
I mean,
getting it from Thomas's POV right there.
That was a very awkward one. Going down the ladder with the bomb and an AWP, a reference that many people won't get from yourself, and a team kill followed by the weird buy from NoChance.
Finish bans though. They might.
If you don't get the joke he made, just keep going down through Alu's Twitter, and eventually you'll understand. I mean, yeah, that was the craziest round we've had today. That's for sure. I'm still, yeah, okay. Let's look past it.
Oh, Caster's as good as the teams. Have we been roasted, Mitch?
I think we've been roasted, Dean.
Damn. I'm leaving.
I won't say any of the incredibly rude things I thought of. I'll just, I'll be the bigger boy, as I am in absolutely any room.
You're well below average height, Mitch. But yeah,
Not with.
right now it's an ego. It's an ego coming in from Super Yumi. Not too much investment. It should be a 12th round fairly easily coming through for NoChance. Zen having a good time this time. Will actually be able to deny the bomb plant as well. And now only Yampy remains.
Well, there you go, 12-9. A round that I think was about as unpredictable as a coin toss with a coin that has one side.
I'm sorry, but that's not possible.
A spherical coin. There's no rule that says a coin has to be a flat circle. So I was talking about
okay.
I was talking
I mean,
about a
every
spherical
coin
coin.
I've seen has been, so.
Well, I mean, that's just you operating on your own ignorance, Dean. Come on. I thought you were better than that.
Speaking of one-sided things, though, the second half has been a little bit in favor of NoChance so far.
So far, yeah, but look, we've seen things shift over. The first half indeed started out being pretty one-sided for NoChance, and Super Yumi came back into it. The round's only starting to build up into the full buys recently. We've only seen, what, one full buy versus full buy go the way of NoChance? Sticko's just about got an angle there, but he can't really catch the... It's like 2 or 3 pixels away from being a proper angle. Smoke's coming over. Full execute towards the bomb site. Nade on Sticko. Throws it towards main. If that was an Ivy, we can have a kill on the board already as Sadie's 13 HP. Closing in the distance on the bomb site. Super Yumi should get a bomb plant on this. Nobody can really stop them at the moment. Zart's going through the smoke. He's a madman. He's taken down. Put in the asylum. Be careful. Sticko is going ham. With Sadie on low HP, this could get scary, but he's going to catch Thomas off guard. It doesn't matter. The second kill on the board. 13-9. Super Yumi remain behind. Another full buy goes the way of NoChance, and somebody's been messing around in PowerPoint with that transition. Michael Lele showing to be the opening kill leader with 5 on the board, and Yampy right behind him. The AWP players doing their job here on train, as expected.
Oh, Crystal. Nice find to kick things off already. Yampy goes down again. This is a gun round coming through from Super Yumi right now, rather. Stumbling a little bit on my words, as have SJ Gaming. Super Yumi, since they've come over to this T side, they've been stumbling with rounds. Zart, oh, is he going to clear this? He tries to, but Crystal ducks just in time. And then we will see Michael Lele being able to shut down Karn pretty much simultaneously, putting it into a very difficult position now. Arvid and Sadie make that just Sadie, as he's looking a little bit upset at this point. Left in a 1-on-5, there wasn't much hope. He goes down 14-9. No bomb plank coming through. There's not enough for a buy in this round. There's lots of negatives, Mitch. That's all I can say.
I'd just like to point out, Dean, that I was global for 2 years, despite what you're saying in chat, and I play very much like a silver 4. But
you do play very much.
he was talking about skill, the skill rating, not my actual skill. On paper, global. So that's all that matters.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm just never going to play CS again, so no one can test it.
I mean, that's just not true. You beat Warclown in a 1v1 recently. That's the biggest accomplishment you've ever had in CS, including your casting career.
I'm very happy that you brought that up and I didn't have to, because it was next on my list of things to bring up. 2-0, 8-2, and 8-4 in that 1v1. Warclown, it was a pleasure meeting you, and an even better pleasure destroying you. Anyways, enough about washed up pros. Let's look at NoChance and Super Yumi. We're on a 3 versus 4. NoChance have got themselves a couple rifles. No BM intended. I love Warclown, really. He's a great guy. We're into a 4v2 on what should be a very easy round for NoChance. Couple pistols in play for Super Yumi. And I'm not too sure, but it looks like they want to go A.
As Crystal goes ahead and shuts down Karn. Karn is gone. The kids are gone. It's all on Zart. Oh, I don't think he was spotted right there. An opportunity actually may be given over for him to try and take away a couple of kills. Has now been spotted, and AK being picked up in the meantime. But it's a 1-on-4. 18 seconds remaining and already being taken down by Sticko. Not much hope for them at all. As it is going to be 15-9. Map point here for NoChance again. A reminder for anyone that may have just recently joined us. This is the map choice of SJ Gaming. So if they lose this one, they're left in a really difficult position going on to Dust 2 as it comes up next.
Yeah, coming onto your map pick with a 1-0 is pretty nice. I think it's a lot different to like football where they say, you know, home field advantage, but statistically there's no stats that show that home field makes any difference whatsoever. But in CS it obviously does. Well, in most matchups, right? Because you're going to pick a map that you're comfortable on, but you'll take into consideration how your opponents play. If you both share the same favorite map and you've got first pick, probably best not to pick it. Pick whatever map you like that they're maybe not so good on. But different teams play differently. Some teams like to play to their own strengths. In this one, I think this is very much Super Yumi playing to their own strengths, looking for a map that they felt most comfortable on. Because NoChance aren't a terrible train team. I don't think it was a counter pick by any means. And it's certainly showing to be not a very good counter pick if it was. 15-9. I mean, we're on match point already. And the other side of the coin for this is like, while this is Super Yumi's most played map, it's also the second most played for NoChance with their core 4, of course, excluding Thomas, who has only just joined the team, or at least is only just trialing now. Early on, that pick onto Michael Lele is going to work wonders for the T side, at least you would hope so. Jump over is very risky. Sticko backs off. There's now 2 players, though, over towards up. I'm very scared for Sadie if he decides to jump down this without util. I think he's just holding for the push, but he's edging forward, and it's making me very, very scared. Oh, no. He went down, Dean. He did it. He only did it.
Sometimes it just be like that, Mitch.
You could feel it by the way he was
Be
edging
like a
forward. Oh, this is good from Karn though. Catches one in the smoke, catches a second. This could be the round for Super Yumi.
Yeah, you'd think those were his kids, consider the way he took them out around. Like,
What?
it's a bad joke.
Oh,
Again.
Karen. Okay, I forgot.
Yeah, Zendo, he's coming in not looking too peaceful as he's able to find a quick frag. Thomas gets one as well, and it's left all onto Yampy. He was the clutch hero earlier on. Can he do it again as the bomb ticks away? All he needs to do is play the time. What is that? That was absolutely crazy. Zen just got completely destroyed. I wanted to put some other words in there, but they're not suitable for a broadcast. That was so quick, I could barely make it out on my 240 Hz screen. Big flex.
What? What? How did he even? Okay, whatever. It's cool. I don't know how he even registered the fact that he was there. That's why I don't play CS anymore. Can't beat that.
I don't have the eyesight for it, man, honestly.
Eyesight, brain power. I don't know if like. I don't know
My wrists
how
aren't
his.
strong enough for that.
I don't know how his nerves are programmed to react that quickly. That's insane. Sticko
Is
takes
it going to
down
be
one.
enough, though?
Yeah,
That's
this
the
is a
question,
problem.
because as you said, Sticko getting a quick kill to kick off this round, it's only one that NoChance actually need to finish it off.
I mean, that shot from Yampy, though, that's the kind of shot that you go, I hope this works, and you don't react. You just kind of flick and shoot. And there was an argument ages ago from Automatic about how you don't have to, I think it was Automatic, it's not all about sense, it's about reacting to when your crosshair's on them. And like that shot there was no reactions. He just knows his sensitivity so well. Okay, a 4-on-4. As Yampy takes down Sticko, that's a very valuable kill. Opens up a lot of map control towards the CT spawn for them. Now, NoChance on the bomb side are very isolated because the push can obviously come up behind them. With that smoke down in CT, Michael Lele can't do anything about it. So they have to play very, very weird angles for them. You can see towards Heaven and Connector. Just trying to make sure that they don't get outflanked by the CT players while also trying to watch the bomb side itself. That causes them to be in positions they're not usually in, they're not comfortable with. Crystal and Thomas both go down. So it's Zen and Michael Lele. And just Super Yumi pushing them out of their comfort zone to positions that they don't normally play has worked perfectly for them, able to pick them apart and put it into a 15-11 scoreline, as I assume NoChance they're going to go for a save here. Even though they have money, it's better to play the long game. They've got 5 rounds to play with, and it's just not worth risking this for a 2v4 retake. A 2v4 time-limited retake as well, because the bomb's down.
I mean, in theory, everything in CS is time limited. Just saying.
Okay, a more time-limited Mr. Pedantic over here.
Yeah, just messing me, Mitch. Michael Lele, he's looking to try and take one down. Not able to connect the shot, and it seems like at that point we do actually just see Karn back away. He doesn't want to hang around, doesn't want to risk dropping his own AK. The money isn't terrible for SJ Gaming. They would have had enough to rebuy no matter what, so I guess he could have went for it if he wanted, but just ensuring that they'll have everything they need in this round. As we are going to see the buy, of course, coming out once again from NoChance now. This is where they look to try and close it out. If we see this gun round rather going in favor of Super Yumi, then there is a real good opportunity for them to actually pull this back and take it into overtime. And again, this is very important for them because Train is their map pick.
Yeah, indeed. They would really benefit from at least making this a closer scoreline. Getting to an OT seems like a difficult road, but with Yampy finding an opening kill, it becomes a little bit easier as time goes on. Smoke towards Ivy. Smoke towards Ivy. I don't know why that took so long to come out. Molotov forces Thomas up on top of the ladder, but he's comfortable playing in this position, trying to get some picks. Arvid's got to be careful now in the position that he forced Thomas into. He'll be taken down from. Oh, what? How does Zart lose that battle? Crystal walks away with a kill. Zen as well. Return now, man advantage in play for the CT side. AWP on Thomas, looking to find some kills. He picked it up off the corpse of Michael Lele. And he's caught, just about spotted Karn rotating back out of team main. They now know it's going to be a B hit, but look at this position from Sadi. Sneaky beaky like he's made it up behind Zen. He's going to wait. He's going to see if he can spot someone. Oh, the knife kill as well. Okay. He didn't even try to spot anybody else out. He just wanted that knife. A second kill on the board as well. Back to a 2v2. Bomb still to be planted, though.
Yeah, but now they have a 2v1. This is such a crazy game, Mitch. I don't know what's going on half
They're
of the
going
time.
back to A. What's happening?
Thomas is going forward though, so he should at least find it out early. And yeah, he has realized, so he's actually going to rotate around. Going to go towards the back lines. If he's quick enough, then maybe he'll be given a view line, I guess, a view on towards one of these players, but I don't think it's going to happen. Looks like the bomb is going to be planted, and now it comes down to a difficult 1-on-2 retake. He doesn't have a kit in his possession either.
And he's got to make this fast. He's going to go for it with the AWP in play. Only the one weapon that... Oh, okay. I forgot E-Box was there. I thought Yampy was, like, in the open. That was about to be scary. X-Ray baited me. Thomas doesn't find a kill quick enough. He knows he hasn't got time anymore. Time to get out of there and save. The right call to make. He hasn't got a lot of money for the next round. Sticko and Chris... Sticko will be suffering a little bit. It won't be too bad. They will still be able to get a full buy. But now things are getting scary. I mean, Super Yumi are putting the rounds on the board. That was a crazy round, though. Let's go B. Let's go A. Let's go B. Hey, let's go A. After gaining control of B, having it for, like, what, 20 seconds where they had just complete control over the bomb site. Permission almost to plant the bomb. And they just rotate back to A. Worked out, though.
It did, and again, it puts NoChance in an awkward spot. They do actually have enough to buy since Thomas saved over the op. Sticko, if he wants to get an investment, will probably be a little bit lower on money. Although one way they could kind of even it out is if Michael Lele was to actually drop over a rifle, drop 2 rifles rather, and take that op off Thomas. Will they go for that though is the question. You can see they definitely will invest as Zen has already gone ahead and got a little bit in play. But something we can also have a look at, of course, is that scoreboard. Thomas currently topping it over on the NoChance side. It's Yampy, as I would say at this point, you would probably guess that he is over towards the top of that scoreboard. Has had some very impactful rounds. And has kind of kept him in this, in all honesty. There's some rounds that he's clutched out that has stopped this from already being over.
Push coming up from Sticko here. This is dangerous. Auto shotgun, very close. He's not going to swing any further for now. Spots out a shoulder. There it is. Sadie's in danger. Headshot onto Yampy. And Sadie down low as well. This is a beneficial position for the CTs with the damage done. But with Karn managing to find another, now they're at a disadvantage. A man disadvantage. Thomas thinking about getting aggressive towards the ramp. Zen holding down in Pop Dog and one in Ivy as well, who is, of course, Makalele on an AWP. It's not an ideal situation for the CT side. You know, they're so spread right now. They're going to have to take 1vx situations whenever a fight comes into fruition. They're on the back foot automatically. Zart didn't spot Zen out there. Gets spammed. 6 HP in play. He's going for a repeat. Madman. He's 6 HP. That's such an easy spam for Zen. Gives away that kill and an equalizer with Sadie low HP. This could work out for NoChance.
If that's what ends this, that will be horrible. That's the only way I can really put it, Mitch. It will certainly be a regret of that peak coming in. But let's see what's going to happen, because we do actually see Super Yumino committing towards the A-bomb site, and a little bit of a gamble coming through from NoChance. They've left Michaelele alone to see if he can maybe just find a frag, but he gets the opportunity for the shot, not able to connect it, unfortunately. As the bomb now should be planted relatively easily. Michaelele in a position where he can't really do much about it, waiting on his teammates to rotate in, and it looks like it is going to come down to the 3v3 retake.
Questionable decision-making from Zart in this round, but Super Yumi still managed to recover and put themselves in a pretty good position. Unless the kill comes in very quickly, it's going to be the save. Coming through! Michaelele with a wallbang on a Sadie who was low HP. Now it's winnable. Arvid's being taken down. Very low, but not yet taken down. Still on 29 HP himself, and Karn have run the clock down just long enough. With Karn finding the kill on the Thomas, Michaelele needs to get out of there. Save that weapon over. So close, defined by less than 100 HP. Combined total of 78. But they managed to walk away with another round victory on the board, and now NoChance, still with the loss bonus, will be able to buy, but Crystal will be on a pretty poor economy, and the utility will be severely limited. If they decide to buy, they might decide to just play for 16-14, which would also be forgivable considering the economy on Michaelele. Although he can drop over, actually. Never mind. Double up setup coming through. I forgot he was stacked on money. So double up setup, Crystal, Michaelele, Zen, Sticko, Thomas invest fully into getting themselves AUGs and M4s. And so the problem for them is if they lose this round, their economy is super limited. Like, this is their last chance to convincingly close it out.
the double up setup in play. Let's see if it's going to be what makes it work for them. Bit of damage coming in early on from the nades. There was a wall bang over above Pop Dog. I think it was relatively close to Sadie, who was nearby, but Yampy, he's actually able to open it up. Sticko gets wrecked over towards the stop sign, and now that gives a bit of an opening to Super Yumi. You can see they want to try and split on towards this A bomb site, and also with the smoke going down towards Ivy, they are given the opportunity to do so. Need to be careful though, as it begins to fade. Crystal on the AWP, of course, certainly could be a difficult factor to contend with. The fight being taken by Zart ends up costing them his life, and now it's back into a 4-on-4.
They've not yet pushed through Ivy, and this is an awkward spot. See, Crystal's baiting perfectly. They know he's there. They'll see him. They might even kill him, but there's no way they suspect there to be another player tucked up close. Zen should be able to find a couple of kills as long as Crystal stays around to support him. Oh no, Zen's gonna go around the smoke. They're not expecting it though. 2 kills on the board. He finds it without the assistance of his teammate. Gets another with the AWP, and it's all onto Arvid. Although he eventually drops Zen, the unkillable man. 20 seconds left on the clock. Another is found. Crystal goes down, playing it solo. It's all onto Michael. He's got to win this 1v1. He's done it before. Can he do it to win the series and keep them alive? He does it. Shot landed onto Arvid, walking around the bomb site. NoChance have taken the victory. 16-13 here on map number 1. And now the problem develops because Dust 2 is a map that we know they're very comfortable on.
We certainly do, and it's going to be worrying. It was so close on the comeback as well for Super Yumi, but in the end, they just weren't able to make it happen. That final round coming down to the 1v1, it had been like that so many times. Super Yumi had been edging them out, and I felt like it was inevitable that NoChance would get that round. But as it got close, I was beginning to lose faith. But of course, Michael comes in clutch. That is the first map of this best of 3 going in favor of NoChance. Plus 2 coming up next, as you said. That's going to be a tough one for Super Yumi. They've only played it twice, I believe, in the past few months. They got 1 victory on it up against Alternate Attacks. At the time, was a really new lineup, of course, when they first formed. And they had a loss against Expert in the OGA Counterpit League. So it certainly hasn't been a great map.
No, it has not. Well, we'll find out how map number 2 goes in just a couple minutes. Before that, we're going to take a very quick break, and we'll catch you guys in a few.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.